The UN framework for Bosnia and Herzegovina no longer seems to be relevant in either providing defense for our population or in providing humanitarian assistance.
Charges are genocide, crimes against humanity, war crimes, and violations of the Geneva Conventions.
The murder of these men and the mass expulsion of the women, children, and elderly did not arise from nowhere. These crimes were a culmination of the accused determination to cleanse eastern Bosnia, to ensure the Serb state that he envisioned.
On these railings, we see pictures of young individuals and even babies. And for some Bosniaks, it serves as a provocation. And we can see them on both sides, where the people of here, which are 10 kilometers out from Srebrenica itself, are reminding the convoy that's snaking through to Srebrenica that these individuals died on their side, and that is where the atrocities are laid bare for them. Here we see a lot of bikers have traveled all over Bosnia to commemorate the 30th anniversary of the massacre of Srebrenica, which was the Bosnian War from 1992 to 1995. All these bikers have come to remember all the individuals that died, from 8,372 individuals. And these bikers themselves, and you've got cyclists over there leading up to the memorial center itself, leading into the graveyard, the memorial where all the activities will be taking place tomorrow, which marks the 30th anniversary since the 1995 genocide. The whole roads are crowded with people. People are parked up in cars. I can see coaches, I can see cars, I can see motorbikes, I can see bicycles, women, children walking the streets, preparing for tomorrow's anniversary. It's an amazing spectacle to see. And just behind me, you can see quad bikes even coming through here. What an amazing sight. Why is it important for you to come and pay your condolences on this 30th anniversary of the Srebrenica genocide?
It's important to remember the memory of this genocide. We call it genocide for a reason. It's an international judiciary decision. And it's even more important to keep it like a personal memory of this. Organized stuff is okay and everything, but personal feeling, nobody comes same. Nobody leaves Potocari the same as he was before. Potocari changes everybody.
Okay.
We have come already a couple times with cars or stuff, but coming in this manner is really special for us.
You've come all the way from London, you've walked the distance. Explain the whole process that you've gone through to be here today.
So, alhamdulillah, we were able to partake in the peace walk, which went over 3 days. and consists of walking 100 kilometers. I think people will put that into steps. So I think today we've done about 50,000. Yesterday was 45,000, the day before 40,000. So there's a lot of steps and a lot of walking. But alhamdulillah, throughout it all, we were able to go through the journey in reverse order of what the men and boys walked during the time in 1995. And to commemorate it every year, they do this walk again as Bosnians, as non-Bosnians, Bosnians that live in Bosnia, Bosnians that don't live in Bosnia, and the non-Bosnians like myself, to understand what they went through and a reminder that it wasn't just a trek, it was a matter of life and death.
What's really important here is that this gentleman is giving out one of these flowers. So if you look at one of these other kind of flowers, there is a kind of remembrance. And this is the women who were around the body, and these are the dead people representing the flower and the dead people in the middle. And a lot of individuals are wearing these kind of motifs to symbolize the death, the pain, the genocide that happened here in Bosnia. A very familiar face to the people of Bosnia. Brother Nehad, you've come here to the memorial itself. Why do you feel it was so important for you to be here today?
Oh, it should be important for everybody in the world, especially for our people, for Bosniaks, for Muslims, everywhere in the world, especially in Bosnia, because it's 30 years from genocide, and this white graves that you saw there,
yeah,
they are walls of our country, and we must respect it. They gave it their lives for this country, and I have a place now to live, free.
So I think this is kind of very important for the people of Bosnia, and internationally it's extremely important to kind of remember this massacre.
All memories, all like personal things disappear here. Everybody becomes like sort of one person. It humbles people. It makes them smaller. It makes them realize what is important actually in life.
You've come all the way from London. There's a group of you. How many people in your group?
So in our group, there's a coach load. Again, from the UK, there were 6 of us on behalf of Bosnia Trust. And then there were others that came from different countries and backgrounds.
Why do you feel it's important for you to be here today on the 30th anniversary?
I think it's really important to understand that, especially a British Muslim, to see the atrocity and the genocide that took place only 2 hours away from us, but also what's taking place around the world, especially in Gaza, the genocide that's taking place over there. There are many similarities, and you see that solidarity between Srebrenica and Gaza, and something that's not mentioned enough, and something that needs to be more out there in regards to what took place, learning from our history, and correlating the two, especially as an ummah.
We've got a truck here. It's something very similar to what I've seen in the Hajj itself, where people would hand out water, drinks, food, bananas, and they're handing out free water to individuals. I don't know where they've come from. Why are you handing out these water? What made you come, fill up a whole lorry to hand out water, fruit to everyone?
Svima što ste napoli cijeli kombi, vam bilo teško, znači da dođete ovdje da dajete svima. nothing was heavy for them, so they do it for the like sadaqah. They wanna do good
So
deeds.
really what the gentleman's saying here is that he's doing it for the sadaqah. It's his way of giving back to the community by being in service to the community and handing out these drinks of water.
You can see just the faces of these people. They're coming now. They drive all day. When they come inside, you need to go up by inside of the monument. You will see the faces. They change it totally when they go inside because they really know where they go. This is a wall of our country. The grants.
Yeah.
The grants.
We've come here for the first time. We've seen all these people walking the streets. There's a lot of camaraderie. You've seen a lot of people handing out fruits, water, cyclists, motorcyclists, quad bikers, people walking like yourselves. Does this scene give you hope?
Definitely. I think it gives you hope, especially because I feel like the Bosnian community have been forgotten, especially from the Muslims in the West, the Middle East, and everywhere else. You could just see that within the march. You probably see that in the commemoration today and tomorrow. It's a genocide that affected our community, meaning our brothers and sisters, and it seems like the Bosnians are the only ones who are representing and that's having to deal with it, even after 30 years. So one of the reasons why we came as a contingency, and especially myself, was to try and understand this march, to understand the anniversary, because the first time I've been here for the anniversary, I've been here previously, but then to go forward, how do we make that awareness in the UK and other countries as well?
Does it make you feel hopeful, proud to be a Bosniak, to see your fellow countrymen, and not from your country? I've seen people
Of
come
course,
from Italy,
from everywhere.
France,
Yeah,
all over the
Pakistan,
world.
Iran, Turkey, Palestine also. I need to say, really, from everywhere, from everywhere.
Now, why do you think that people from all over the world have come to Bosnia? What pulls them?
Because we worked it. We worked really hard about that, so everybody knows what's gonna happen here, what was happened, and how they do it to make genocide against the people unarmed. We worked 20 years about that. We catch the war crimes people, and it's the first time to have a genocide urteil in the court, world court for a genocide in this part of Europe. You know, this is after Holocaust. This is first time for the genocide, and we are the Srebrenica and the Bosnia and the Bosniaks. The mother of Srebrenica, they worked hard for that. The people who survived genocide worked for that. Every guy, every woman, every child, I think, works for that.
You mentioned Palestine. Do you see any similarities to what's going on in Palestine and what happened 30 years ago here in Srebrenica?
Yeah, the Muslims are a problem for somebody. Why? Where are we coming from? From another planet? Are we danger? No. This is the only one reason, because
So you
the mostly part of the world want to just think about it to wish us, and no more Muslims on the planet. That's impossible.
Do you think that the Srebrenica genocide, the war in Bosnia, what's happening, the massacre and genocide in Gaza, has that kind of emboldened you to kind of embrace your faith, wear it out openly?
Of course.
Why?
The God trials us how much we can stay strong and survive something. And thank Allah we survived. The people from Gaza, from Palestine, they will survive. They must survive, you know. That's all. That's the truth. Islam is the truth. And we survive. On the hard ways, that's the truth. But we survive. You see, somebody wanted no more Muslims in Bosnia. We are now the mostly people in Bosnia, you know. We become new generations more than they killed.
Yeah. We finally made it to Srebrenica as well. here today, the night before the actual memorial itself. And it's a sight to be seen, and it was an odyssey for many people who have traveled all over the world to be here today. Some estimates say it could be over 100,000 people attending, which will be televised. Behind me, we've got the Imam of Bosnia giving a sermon reminding people of the genocides, that over 8,372 people and counting, the individuals that have been martyred, have been killed in the Bosnian genocide itself. And around me, people are milling around. There are TV cameras to my right. If we come over this side, we've got bikers that have traveled from far and wide. We've got families here. And if we come through, we can actually see the Imam giving a kind of lecture to those who have attended today. That this is where they'll be praying the Jummah prayer, and the mosque is this part here. And what's really interesting, you've got the Imams actually sitting there and giving the lectures and reminding the people about the genocide that took place 30 years ago. I've managed to find Sister Halima all the way from Sweden, originally a Bosniak.
So we walked from Nezuk all the way here, and it's approximately a 100-kilometer walk. And I wanted to really, have the full experience. And we talked all the way here. We talked about their stories. There were survivors with us during the whole march who talked about their real experiences.
What did they say to you? What did you, as a young person, what did you take away from what they told you about their experience?
It was very emotional to hear about their stories. I don't know, I'm still processing it, to be honest. I just came 5 minutes ago, so.
What did they say to you that you can kind of remember and that you think, this is why it's important to remember this genocide?
Just mostly their feelings, the despair they felt, the inhuman thing they went through, just the raw experience. I think that really got to me, and yeah.
And
so
you've just arrived into the memorial center as well, and it's just gone after Maghrib. We've seen the Imam sitting there. They're doing a recitation of the Quran. There's lots of people around, thousands, hundreds of thousands I expected here today. What are you expecting to happen tomorrow, and what are you hoping to gain from this experience?
So I will attend the funeral tomorrow, inshallah, and I think it's important for me to be here just to again show my solidarity and just to really to show up and to be there for my people and also in general for other genocides going on in the world. For example,
1971 there.
1971, so he was like 24 or something when he was murdered.
1979 Hajral Salek, we've seen here, and people have left flowers.
Hajro Salkic. It's very, I mean, you can't even take it all in. You can't even see the names all the way to the end. It's unimaginable. I mean, it's.
We have been fighting since 1996 for the truth to become public, for criminals to be punished, for finding our missing ones taken into unknown places, and once we learned they were dead, to unearth them, give them their identities back, and bury them with dignity. I want the world to know the truth, to appreciate, to judge, to remember, so that this evil never happens again.
Znam da ne može da se zaboravi, ali neko pomirenje I budućnost.
This can never be forgotten. Who can say that this wasn't a genocide? Only someone without a soul.
Over 8,000 Bosnian Muslim men and boys were executed here around Srebrenica. These graves have been exhumed. Thousands of victims have been identified, but there's growing denial among Bosnian Serbs about what happened here. It's a huge disappointment to come back and still have this atrocity be debated.
I'm with Imam Ahmed Khirstanovic, and we're outside his beautiful masjid, which we stayed last night. It seems that Srebrenica was absolutely full. How did that make you feel?
I used to say, all of us, we know that the guests bring barakah. So you are always welcome here. And it is like, in every house last night was like this, and in some houses, more than 50 people were sleeping. So we open our houses for guests from all over the world. So in one way, we are happy that we have those guests. Yeah.
And in another way, you're not, because you had a personal tragedy. You lost 50 members of your family during the genocide took place.
Yeah.
Just explain to me what happened and your kind of experience of the whole war itself.
I was born here in 1986, and during the genocide, I lost more than 50 of family members, including my father, my two grandfathers, my 4 uncles. They destroyed this city. They destroyed mosques. They destroyed graveyards. They destroyed our houses, roads, everything. What can they reached then? After 6 years after genocide in 2001, we started to come back here to rebuild everything. So
I've noticed that the masjid was destroyed and rebuilt.
The masjid is very old.
Yeah.
It's from 16th century. So we rebuilt it in 2015. So Srebrenica as a municipality had 23 mosques. All of them were destroyed.
And why were they destroyed?
Because they hate different kind of religion, of people. And that is you have to understand in the historical way. Here, this is not first genocide here in Bosnia. Okay, we count that this is the 11th genocide.
11th?
Yeah, that we survived.
C'est ça.
Non, je vais dire, c'est ça.
Панталон. Да nije životinja. Evo zub. Ovo je gornja. Ovo je gornja žica.
To set the context, in 1992, Yugoslavia has broken up, the crumbling of the Soviet Empire, and you have Bosnia itself wanting to claiming its independence, and from that you have the Serbs coming in, politically supported by Belgrade, using its military might to come in and massacre the Bosniak, mainly Muslims who were killed, or mostly Muslims that were killed in the genocide itself. The discriminatory actions still continue to this very day. One individual had said to me that he was preparing to go to war again, and war is potentially coming to the Balkans in Bosnia itself. Here we stand in the Republic of Srpska, which is a community that doesn't accept the Bosnian legitimacy and still aligns itself with Serbia, Croatia. And it seems that 30 years on, the communities here in Bosnia, Srebrenica and Srpska are still divided across ethnic lines, which is a tinderbox for another genocide to occur in the future. I'm here with Sayyidin, and he's given us the privilege of interviewing him while his family are mourning. Just behind me, we can see the granddaughters, the daughters of one of the victims' grandfather. So Sayyidin, this is your family. Can you explain what happened and what was the situation with your grandfather?
He was going on the wood, and my uncle, his son, was injured. Then he turned around and he wants to get him back to Tuzla, but they killed him too.
Okay. Now, this is your grandfather. Is his complete body there, or is this the first time?
Well, just one, just this one there found.
His jaw, nothing else.
Nothing else.
Okay, and what does it mean to you to be here in Srebrenica to find this jaw of your grandfather?
Everything. My mom came here and see the grave and do the El Fatiha, and we know where is he. Where is he?
And how many other relatives did you lose during the genocide?
15 in my mother's side.
50?
50.
50 members of your family?
It was the genocide in the middle of Europe in the 21st century. No one was expecting that, right?
No.
So then 8,372 people killed in a week or so. Most of them are killed in the same day. So this is something that we should remember all the time and remind people not to let it happen again. But now we are seeing what's going on in Gaza. So unfortunately, this history is just repeating. So we have to keep it alive and tell people and show people that how bad things happened here and may happen in their country also. So this is kind of remembrance, and we have to come here to remember them, and we have to take our lessons from here, not to let it happen again, but unfortunately it's happening in Gaza.
My uncles, 4 of them, 2 brothers of my father, 2 brothers of my mother, my 2 grandfathers, and my closest relatives of my father. I was counting once that my grandmother from the father's side and her sister had 16 sons who were killed. 16 sons. And they were taken in slaughtered houses all around Srebrenica, and they were put in mass graves, several mass graves. I had 2 funerals of my father. My father basically was found in more than 3 mass graves. So because of that, it was really hard to collect his bones together. Still, we are missing more than 10%.
One of the astonishing sights that we see is these white columns here representing the victims, and row upon row, individuals, families and loved ones have come here to remember the ones that they've lost in this war. And it's not just one or two, it's generation upon generation, 3 generations, 4 generations. The genocide itself looking to systematically wipe out the Bosniak Muslim men, women and children. We've got the ceremonial soldiers waiting to greet the dignitaries. They'll be walking straight through and going on to the actual mosque area where the imams already been waiting for them to perform the actual Salat or Janazah for the individuals. Here we'll also pray the Jummah prayers.
The fact that we still have burials is something I think most of the Muslim world has no idea about, right? So I'm not here for memorial, I'm here for janazas. That's actually what I'm saying to people. It's important for them to understand that they're still finding bones and bodies. And unfortunately, once Gaza is freed, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, that's not the unfortunate part. The unfortunate reality is that's going to take a long time identifying the victims, pulling whatever we can from the rubble. And this is a long battle.
What can the Muslim Ummah learn from everything that's happening around us?
That it's all connected, and that don't be late to the issue and first to leave. That's exactly what happened in Bosnia. People showed up way too late and people left way too early. The elements of genocide are still very much so in the air, and that's what happened with Gaza as well. That, prior to October 7th, the world forgot Palestine, forgot apartheid, right? And now all of a sudden, some people are starting to show up. You can't show up that late.
As people come to remember the massacre that happened in '95, we've seen a lot of generations come together from all over the world. And one is such individual is from Turkey. You're 15 years old, you're young, you've got your friends here behind you. What made you come all the way from Turkey to be here?
We're coming from Dağlıoğlu Anatolian High School, from Istanbul, from Turkey. And we are here because we share a lot of history with this country, and we are also sharing the same religion as this country, most of our people actually. So we are really proud to be here. We are really proud to be a part of this, and we are really emotional too. When I see the people crying here, when I see people who are mourning about their people, I also feel their sadness. And this is why I'm so proud of to be here. Peace must be, all around world, and killing people is not the way for that. And I believe that we must respect each other's religions, each other's ideas, no matter what. As a young generation, I will, and my friends, and as the young people of Turkey, we will do our best to protect the peace by respecting other people.
They tried to annihilate the people of Bosnia. They tried to extinguish the light, and the genocide of unimaginable proportions happened here in Bosnia. The people of Bosnia are a great testimony to this beautiful faith of ours. They stood strong, which very little means. We hear the stories of the battles of the great, the past, of the Badrs and the Uhuds, and all of the most difficult battles in any history of Islam. This battle here in Bosnia is a modern testimony to the bravery, resilience, and the courage. No doubt about it, 8,372 people and counting paid with the ultimate sacrifice of their lives, and their names are on these walls around, and most importantly, the names are with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and taken by the angels and inscripted in the most important books and in the most important records. We're here as a blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to be a part of a testimony of the bravery of the people of Bosnia.
And if we didn't come back to live here, to rebuild this city, the story of Srebrenica will be forgotten forever.
Just another genocide.
Yeah. I don't know, is there any place in the world that is like this, that people came back to live after the genocide was committed against their people? So this is really something that we have to be proud on it.
This is the memorial stone that all the dignitaries came from all over the world. They stood here, they paid their respects, they made their du'as, they laid their wreaths, and they went to join the janazah at the back over there behind me. This symbolizes the pain and the suffering and the remembrance of the people of Srebrenica and the Bosniaks that suffered generation after generations in this genocidal war. These are the graves of the recently interned. We saw earlier on the victims' families standing by, placing their body parts inside the coffins to lay to rest here. 7 graves freshly dug. Just behind them, the memorial to the other victims. And as in the Islamic faith, we see that the greetings of when another person enters the graveyard, especially this graveyard, the graveyard in Srebrenica, which has so many of the shaheeds, the people who've passed away, who were murdered, they are probably welcoming the newly buried into their midst. The recently interned graves are a legacy reminder that the war and genocide looms long over Bosnia and the Bosniaks that are dispersed across the world, many in Germany, across Europe, 20 million there. And these memorials here in the white are a testament to never forgetting the genocide here in Srebrenica.